Here comes the nasty gram.
Send a priest to save my soul, forget it.
Welcome back to the Nasty Gram RPG podcast. This is the Boston Masquerade, Chapter 17, The Fall.
Feeling it too hard is the poison to the heart of the city.
Hey, this is Jake, and I'm going to be your storyteller.
And this is Matt playing Javi Morales, the Ventru Cleaner.
Hey everyone, this is Dan playing Quintus Lazar, the Tremere Blood Guy.
Hey guys, it's John. I'm playing Z, the Bruja Hacker.
Hey, it's Ryan. I will be Ethan Crane, the Trust Fund Ventru.
This is Josh playing Larry Murphy, the Possum Papa, temporary primogen.
And the snack shack is empty tonight.
Oh, wait. The snack shack is empty.
With a snack shack fact?
But I did get a message, so apologies. We are actually recording this very close to release, more than usual. So we were not able, we had to get this in tonight. It was on an off night. However, Devin wanted to let the people know that graham crackers were invented by a reverend that believed the bland biscuit-like cracker would suppress sexual urges in adolescent boys.
Absolutely
Praise
Didn't work for me.
true. They are delicious, but yeah.
I mean,
I find them quite sexy.
Agreed. If you let them get stale and poke a hole in them, well,
Yikes. I'm going to crumble these graham crackers all over your body.
I'm also sad that Devin's not here because I was going to have him read part of this intro with me.
I know. He was going to read some of mine, too.
Maybe we will do it in post.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Cool. Do it in post.
We got plenty of time before it drops. Anyway.
It's just like sound effect requests.
No more work.
He's just going to say it in the podcast, and then it has to happen.
I hate you guys.
insert Devin track here.
I guess I will just read all of this on my own then. Let's go. Devin, hit that music.
The camera follows a man as he walks down a dark street in Dorchester. A dark hoodie is pulled over his head. He approaches a group of people loitering by a car under a streetlight. They don't seem to notice him. A car door opens, and the man enters. Camilla. A woman turns to face him. Her face, no more than skin draped over a skull, is twisted in a grotesque smile. Boyle, how was your little meeting? Her bony fingers dangle playfully like wind chimes. The time has come. Fruit is born on the tree we have cultivated all this time. All that remains now is the harvest. Speaking of fruit, that progeny of yours seems to hold quite a bit of sway with the other primogen. Boyle raises an eyebrow. Camilla smiles. I still have ears too, you old dog. So the Anarchs return, Alexander is prince, and a new generation of Kindred are speaking for us. Are you certain they won't leave you rotting among the roots? Boyle's drowned eyes fixate on Camilla's. No, Camilla. Quite the opposite. All of the primogen were made impotent by the words of Larry and the others. He spoke for us, but I am still his sire. He listens to my words with great care. As for Alexander, we maintain our special relationship with him. Boyle smiles. The next best thing to being prince is having a prince who owes you something. A new age is coming, Camilla. Anarchs, Camarilla, Sabat. Someone needs to stand guard against the tides of chaos that even now descend on Boston. War requires warriors, my dear. If they were all to stand behind one, why not a Nosferatu?
In the mirrored glass of the Hancock Tower, we see Trinity Church, lit by flashing blue lights and distant fire. Its spires and bright stained glass window contrast the smooth black glass of the skyscraper.
Around us, the world changes so quickly that it is easy to get lost in the past. We long for whatever age we lived in as mortals, convincing ourselves that was a better time. But our memory is an imperfect reflection.
In the park surrounding the two buildings, Thousands of protesters gather. Two opposed groups waved signs and shouted at each other. In both crowds, we see the familiar faces of Kindred. They move through the thrum of humans, using their power of deception and manipulation to drive the crowds into a frenzy.
The mortal soul of our human lives struggles to hold us in the past, but the beast lives in the moment. The true curse of our kind is that eternal conflict.
As the police attempt to quell the growing unease, they are unaware that another force has control here. A subtle force that ensures the crowd is thickest and most unwavering around the entrances to the Hancock Tower.
To survive, we must learn to be both. The more you struggle to subdue the beast, the louder it cries. The more you forget the human you were, the less you will care.
61 floors above, we see Fiona standing in front of a floor-to-ceiling window overlooking the city she has lost control of. She wears a shirt of interlocking iron rings, her hair in a tight braid, with a thick stripe of red war paint across her eyes.
Despite all our power and magic, we are frail creatures, and when we break, the world trembles around us.
Okay. Our coterie is across the street from the Hancock Tower in the Boston Public Library. It's the middle of the night. You can hear the shouting and screaming from the crowds outside. You can see the flashing blue lights in the windows. The library is empty. There's not even any security guards here. We see empty desks where students would study during the day, rows of bookshelves, and in the basement, hidden away, we see Sydney's lair, a small room that connects to the sewer with a bed, a little bookshelf, a picture of her as a little girl with her family. Beyond that room is a room full of old surveillance equipment, things from the 1980s, 70s, old monitors, headphones to listen. And on those screens, we see Hancock Tower across the street. Mr. Boyle sits in front of them with a big pair of headphones on, and he points to a screen. And he says, "She's in that room. We were never able to get a camera in there." He looks back at all of you. Everyone is there. All of you are there, except for Quintus. And Lydia is also there. On the table behind her is this large black cylindrical device with a single button on top of it. Z has attached something to it to make it work remotely, but it's the light bomb. It's about the size of a Roomba. Not a small device.
It's quite the operation you got. Fuck, that's from the 80s, that camera.
Yes, I'm more familiar with this sort of thing. They're reliable. Where's the other one?
Quintus?
He came into the library with all of you, but he said he needed a moment.
I think he might be checking out a book.
Dan, where is Quintus?
Quintus is, he's standing, I don't actually remember the layout of the library, but I'm pretty sure there are some pretty large windows that look out across that same square. And I think he's taking a moment because he feels like everything's sort of spiraling out of control. And he stands in front of the window looking out at that mob. And he looks out across the city and the city lights flickering and thinks that everything is in motion. Everything is moving so fast. His eyes refocus from the buildings to his own reflection in the glass, and he stumbles backwards. His mind reels. If you imagine that crashing sound of changing a radio dial quickly through the stations, out of tune and full of static, it goes quiet for a moment. His mind clears, and he looks up to see a distorted reflection of a woman in the glass in front of him. Tabitha has her head thrown back and she's laughing. The flickering static hits again. Quintus clutches at his head and he falls over. The static passes. And as he slowly stands, his hands are shaking. And then he starts to panic. He's ripping off of his shirt. Something is burning him. He can smell his own flesh. He looks up at the glass and watches in horror as a symbol burns itself onto his chest from the inside out. The alchemical symbol for fire. A brand of flame. Quintus looks down at it, touches it gingerly, looks up at the glass, and again reels back as Sergei reflects back at him, screaming while a fire blazes around him. The dial changes the last time. Quintus is standing in front of the glass, and it's just him, with inky black veins crisscrossing his body, slowly circulating through him. He reaches out and touches the glass, sees the tower, and turns to find his friends.
That was quite dramatic. You make your way to where they are.
Ah, there he is.
Larry turns to Mr. Boyle. He says, Mr. Boyle, was Sydney, did she know?
She did. I convinced her that there would be a place for her in my city. The blood made it easier to convince her. But she was a victim. He looks over at the picture of her, almost from the moment she became a kindred.
How is it that she came to be captured by the first light?
He shrugs and he says, when the chantry fell and when your clan gained its independence, the power structure went with it. She found herself free, but also
Alone. Quintus is nodding slowly.
He switches to a camera that shows outside the Hancock building, and you see the crowds of protesters. And he says, so many of our kind find themselves alone in these nights. Well, it's getting late. I'll offer all of you one piece of advice before you go. The only reason that you stand a chance against her is because she cannot quell her hunger. You will never beat her in a straight-up fight. Try as you may. She's old, her blood is strong. She can heal quickly. She can move as fast as lightning. Your only chance is to make her so hungry that she cannot call upon the power of her blood. When that happens, she will be weak enough.
Jake, do we know
Mechanically,
yeah.
what you all probably know, and what I'm trying to hint at.
In part.
If you are at hunger 5, you cannot willingly rouse the blood, which means you can't heal, you can't up your physical attributes, you can't use any discipline that requires rousing the blood. So even if you're an extremely powerful vampire, if you have 5 hunger, there's a lot of shit you can't do.
Got it.
And she can heal a lot. She can add a lot of dice to her dice pools, and she's got a lot of disciplines. But once she's at hunger 5, she can't use any of those things.
But what do you think her level is?
Well, she just delaboralized Sydney, so
That didn't get her anything.
No, I mean her. What's it called?
Her
Potency?
blood potency.
Blood potency. Yeah.
It's
6, 7.
Decent guess.
Fuck.
I mean, if we add all of ours, we're probably close.
Lydia says, if I may offer a bit more advice, or at least words of encouragement. You know that all of us have flaws in our blood, flaws inherent to our families. Do any of you know what happens to the Toreador when they are not surrounded by the things that they consider beautiful?
No.
It distracts them. It drives them mad. She finds beauty in order. Your anarchs have taken that from her. This might make her unpredictable, but it should work to your advantage because it will certainly weaken her.
Mr. Boyle, can we get in through there below?
He says, I've already told Johnny the way. Follow him. It'll bring you into the basement of the tower. As soon as you enter, I'll shut the power off in the entire block. 61 flights of stairs to her. We'll see you. He points to one of the monitors. When you're below her, that's when we'll send that cursed item.
Yeah, and you'll let me know. I'll trigger it.
He nods.
Quintus kind of wrings his hands and looks up at Mr. Boyle and Lydia and says, do we really have a chance?
If she already hungers and the bomb weakens her, there's a chance. He stands up and he puts a hand on Larry's shoulder and he kind of like takes a step away with you. Z.
Yeah.
You get... he has across his back that giant broadsword, and you get this just vision momentarily of Larry wielding that sword. A premonition.
Huh.
He walks off with you, and he says, do you trust him?
He smiles and looks down at his feet. He says, I guess you don't mean Johnny. I don't know. But I trust that tonight our goals are the same.
You're going to do great things for this city, Larry. I hope you consider speaking for us. He points down the tunnel.
Thank you, Mr. Boyle. Johnny, let's go for a walk.
You all start walking down the tunnel. You're below Copley Square. Above you, thousands of people, vampires, humans, the police, are on the breaking point, on the edge of rioting, which you know is right where they want them.
Yeah.
You can hear the sirens.
Gotta find a location not on a main emergency access.
Looks like they're doing their job out there. Hopefully that's enough.
She must know.
Dan, one other note for you. You did 2 rituals, right?
Yep.
We don't have to say what they are for dramatic purposes.
Okay.
But did you mark 1 level of aggravated damage?
Who
Don't mind that little guy.
who has the stake from Leonidas?
Matt, I do.
does.
Mavi, okay.
Dan likes to go into the fight with aggravated damage.
I read it on the
It's
Reddit,
like pre-gaming.
the Reddit forums. It's the way to do it.
So you're making your way through this tunnel into what looks like the sub-basement of the Hancock Tower.
Once we cut the power, they'll know that something is coming,
Yeah.
but they won't be able to observe us except for what they can see and hear. I would expect that she has minions, ghouls, probably well armed. They might even have technology like that First Light operative.
Yeah. I mean, the grenades he had, any flares. We'll just have to keep an eye out.
Does anyone have that incendiary grenade?
Yeah, I was about to ask.
I think Ethan had it.
I think it's in my magic murder bag.
You
which
have
I
it with you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Are
I
you
was
carrying
also
a
going
golf bag
to.
with you?
I'm carrying a golf bag with me.
John, one of the things you had asked for was you had asked Mary if she could get you body armor and
Yeah.
weapons. So I mean, you already have like the best gun you can get,
Yeah.
basically. But if you want, you can also, any of you who want to be wearing Kevlar can be wearing Kevlar.
What does that do for us?
That gives you an armor value of 4.
Yes, please.
Yeah, we'll take that.
How does that work? Does that just subtract superficial
Great
damage?
question. I think it's actually a soak check. Yeah, I don't think it reduces 4 damage.
No, it must. It
I'm
must
looking
be.
up.
No, I don't know.
I forgot about it until just now.
But yes, I am carrying a golf bag.
I think Larry is he has the body armor under a set of animal control coveralls. He's got gloves on, and he has 2 knives at his side.
Johnny Two Knives.
He's got another similar to the knife he had before, and then he has that blade we got from the first light guy.
I feel like Johnny should have like a scabbard over his shoulder.
A katana.
You could.
Yes.
Johnny sighs as he draws his katana. Yeah, Z is in a black hoodie with Kevlar over it, with his Scar rifle out, and a messenger bag with his laptop.
Tifa's wet dream.
Javi's Kevlar is under a linen romper.
It's a suit jacket. He just has a Kevlar line
Yeah.
suit jacket like a mafioso.
When you go to the bathroom, do you have to take that all the way off?
I had to get fully naked.
It's
That's-
the only way.
All I think when I
Yeah.
see a woman wearing a romper, you have to get naked to be.
Completely naked. Yeah.
I mean, being a vampire really solves that because you don't have to go to the
You have to
bathroom.
go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Vampires make rompers
Makes sense.
functional.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like Ethan is wearing just full on fencing gear.
Helmet
How
included.
about you?
Yeah. Nice.
On guard.
Okay, so technically, looking at the rules for armor, the way it works is that it's only for humans. It changes aggravated damage from blade weapons and guns to superficial, which is then halved. So what we will say for the purposes of this is that it will reduce any damage you guys take by one level.
Okay. Reasonable.
Ryan, you
Before or after you have it.
before same as so just like fortitude. Ryan, yours is only going to be against blades, but it'll be 2 levels.
Okay.
And Larry, I had a weird vision of you with Mr. Boyle's broadsword, swinging it around.
Larry kind of like,
I don't know what it means. I don't know if
I wouldn't never used a full sword like that.
just I don't know. Maybe just keep an eye out.
Did he look impressive with it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You get to a door. Johnny is scratching at it. You see that it is electronically locked. And there's some sort of alarm on it. And you all just stand there and you wait.
Quintus, he's probably at the back of the pack, and we're all kind of gathered up at the door, and he kind of coughs awkwardly. There is something I must share with you before we face her. It is something I perhaps understand about her that I want to impart to you. She will not be hungry.
She'll be less hungry.
Having consumed Sydney, her hunger will be less.
Well, hopefully that light bomb will make her use up some of her blood, some of her hunger, and the rest of it will just lay on fire until she can't take it anymore.
Quintus nods slowly. Doesn't say anything else.
As he's like getting his underdoor tool ready for when the lights go out to pop open that locked door.
The humans that defend her, they do so at this point beyond their own choice with the powers of her blood. If there's ways we can send them away, but if they stand and fight, I think we must do what we have to do to get to her.
I think you are right, Larry. And I will say that our time has been short, but I have valued it. I do not know if we will all make it out, but I hope to see you all on the next night.
Yeah.
So do I. If we're a part of accomplishing this, it would be good to get to see what the city could become.
The power goes out. Suddenly, it's completely dark.
Z pushes the underdoor tool under this door, or jimmies it up to get to the latch and unlatches it and opens it inward.
Inside, there is an emergency light and a stairwell. And you guys just start going up
61 flights of stairs.
61 flights of stairs.
I've been training for this.
Blink, 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 blink.
Luckily, you
Can I roll CrossFit?
don't get tired.
Can I roll CrossFit?
Only if you're carrying a tire on your back.
I'm carrying a golf bag full of weapons.
Okay, all right. No roll necessary because for some reason, I don't know why you have stamina on your character sheet. Because you don't get tired because you're a vampire. You're undead. It takes a while. Probably 60 flights of stairs. I don't even know how long that would take. A couple minutes.
Yeah.
I mean, probably half an hour.
Like at a good pace.
Yeah.
I do it in 15.
But you...
And we're being cautious too. Like every stairwell, we're worried that we're going to get intercepted. So
eventually you get all the way up to where you're supposed to be. And you know, based on Mr. Boyle's surveillance cameras, that he can see you right now.
Z just gives a thumbs up and then gets his laptop out or his cell phone out to trigger the bomb.
You get a message that says sent.
I dial the number,
Okay.
press send. We go.
I'll be close.
Good luck.
Yeah.
You make your way up one more set of stairs and through this door, and you enter into the room where you held Elysium. It's a huge, this entire level of the building floor with windows on every side. You can see the fires and the police lights from the crowds below. The room is lit only by that light coming in from these windows. Near the center of the room, there's a small stage. And around that stage, you see the bodies of about a dozen security guards. Their blood all over the floor. Their weapons strewn around the room. And standing beyond that, looking out over the chaos outside, not facing you, is Fiona. What are you rolling?
I'm rolling toughness and defy bane.
Oh, you're activating some
Activating
powers.
powers.
All right, cool.
Javi's going to activate toughness as well.
Yeah. Activate toughness.
Yeah.
Let's activate.
Yeah.
I activated my obfuscate. I don't think you have to. Do you have to activate toughness?
Yes.
You do, yeah.
Got toughness, and I'm also going to activate my blood potency.
Okay.
That's only for like
A scene.
no, like a round.
Oh, wait. Like blood surge,
Blood
you mean?
surge?
No, blood potency. It's a thaumaturgy.
Oh, okay.
Discipline.
Oh, right. To
Yep.
temporarily increase your blood potency. Right. Let you guys get all that mechanics out of the way.
All right.
I'm also going to activate Defy Bane.
I passed 3 out of 4.
Wow.
I activated toughness, fleetness, prowess, and unseen passage.
She says,
I did prowess too. Yeah.
they tried to abandon me. How did you convince them to do that? Do you have even my own clan against me? She turns around and you see she's holding the light bomb. And she says, and what was this supposed to be? And she drops it on the ground.
No.
doesn't seem like it went off. John,
Yeah.
you don't have to roll. You think back to what Lydia was telling you about everyone having flaws in their clans.
She broke it.
Not on purpose.
Yeah. Fuck.
She starts walking towards all of you. And I
I'm
would
gonna grab the
like
grenade.
I would like everyone to make a roll for me of composure, resolve, and for Ryan and Josh, you get to add your fortitude.
Okay.
As she steps towards all of you, the light from the fires kind of glistens off of her skin, reflects back at you. She looks otherworldly. She looks like a Valkyrie come to Earth. Divine. Her splendor is breathtaking. How'd you do, Matt?
3 successes.
Matt, since becoming a vampire for the last 100 years, you have dreamed of being able to see the sun again. Seeing her almost makes you weep because it is more beautiful than any sunset you've ever imagined. You find yourself completely powerless to do anything in her presence.
Cool.
How'd you do, Ryan?
5.
5? She's lit.
I mean, not my type, but I respect
You
that.
also
Yeah.
feel powerless.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
John?
Wow.
2.
Dan?
6.
6. And Josh?
Can I use a willpower?
Sure. You can too, Ryan, if you want
Okay.
to. You guys aren't even close.
Yeah.
Two
No,
tens
I
or
only
4
dice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dan, you sticking with your 6? You can only use 1. Willpower.
I would be re-rolling successes.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
Yeah, I got up to 6.
6. Okay.
7.
You can't reroll hunger die, right?
No.
No.
Not with the willpower.
Successes on everything except for the 2 hunger dice. But no ones on those.
Oh, I got a 1 on hunger die too. Sorry.
Only if you fail does it really.
Well, I failed.
He failed.
Got it. Right. Yep. There's that part.
Josh.
7 was the fucking number?
It was.
Jesus
Dear Lord.
Christ.
She had 11 dice.
Wow.
Um,
We're dead.
It was a roll of... For her, it was a roll of presence plus charisma.
That's 11. Huh?
Wow.
Plus, she adds her discipline power bonus, but also subtracts her bane severity. So, Josh, for you, I would like you to give me a roll of manipulation and subterfuge.
That's not great
Jake.
at all.
I did get
Larry's not
I
good
did
at
get
that.
8 successes
Oh, you got
for
8.
my for my blood potency.
8. Did you get a crit?
Yep.
Okay, so you up it by 2?
Correct.
Okay. Very good.
3 out of 3.
Yeah?
3 successes.
Ooh, okay.
Only 3 dice.
So,
Subterfuge, not stealth, right? This is like
correct. So, the power she's using is called Majesty. For those of you who played the card game, Majesty is fun. It ends combat.
So annoying.
Wow.
It's so annoying.
It's literally a card that you just play that says end combat. As she walks towards you, you all can't draw your attention off of her. The only way to break this is to break line of sight to her, which none of you can do at the moment. Larry, it takes you for a moment, and you look around at your friends and you realize that it's taken them. And then you look past her, and you see a shadow stretch across the wall, and you see Mr. Boyle step out of that shadow and into the room. He looks at you, and the look he gives you is a look that says, "I'm sorry for what I've done." And he takes a sword off his back, and as he does that, she realizes that he's there, and she turns to face him. They move towards each other like a blur. Him with his sword, her with her axes. And as they strike each other, he grabs her and he uses obfuscate to force both of them to disappear.
Wow. That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Something crashes into the glass. You see one of the windows in the room break. They're still invisible. They're moving around the room in a grapple. And then you see a spray of blood across the glass. And the two of them appear. And she has a sword through her as she cuts his head off with her axe.
Gnarly.
Ooh.
What's everyone going to do?
Larry,
Larry.
are the powers still activated?
You're all able to act because she broke line of sight.
Okay, but like
Larry, I'll let you go first. I'll let you go before her because you weren't controlled.
Majestied.
So we're in combat.
Okay.
You
But
watch her.
It's still the scene.
Yeah. We're still in the
Okay,
same
I didn't
scene.
know if the Majesty broke our.
No, it's the same scene. As they appear, she is forcing her axe through his neck. Can you give me a frenzy check, actually, Mr. Larry?
Yeah. It's composure and resolve.
Yep.
Yeah.
I can.
Or don't roll.
Or just do it.
Or just don't roll. By the way, there is a rule called riding the beast, where you get partial control of your character if you choose to frenzy.
He's looking amenable to that.
As his bastard sword clanks to the... no, I'm sorry, it's
Still
through
in
her.
her.
Yeah. As she pulls it free and drops it to the ground. And you immediately see this wound begin to close across her back. The light bomb did nothing, but he weakened her. I'm going to make a couple of rolls here now. These first two are for the Majesty power to see if she loses blood. Matt's watching. She made them both.
Oh, fuck.
And then these are to heal for the 3 rounds that just passed. She failed one.
Awesome. 4 to 5.
I'll make all my hunger rolls in front of you guys. Fair. But I'm not telling you what she started at.
Larry frenzies.
Okay.
He was ready to act anyway, and just seeing Mr. Boyle and seeing his sire decapitated,
Really
in
bums
this
him out.
moment,
It does things to a man.
like he was ready to face her, and that all his blood was already up, and he just goes over and kind of gives into it, and he thinks basically like an animal, like you got to fight to survive, and he's going to surge the blood and leap through the air,
Awesome.
and drive a blade at her.
Love it.
That shattered window, forces all the noise from outside to suddenly enter the room. So you can hear the shouting thrum of the crowd below you. You can feel the wind blowing in. And she's her back is to you as she decapitates him, as she, slowly pulls this axe through his neck. And she turns just as you leap at her. So yeah, that's your action. I am going to let that happen first, but so we'll resolve that and then we'll do it everyone else, basically.
Cool.
All right, I got to remember all her powers.
I have a 10-page document with.
The only presence power that was relevant was that one, so it's mostly celerity stuff. All right, so you're doing a melee attack.
Doing a melee attack with prowess activated and blood surge.
All right. She's also going to blood surge. Failed.
It's 2.
Yep.
She started at 1 or 2. Probably
say 1.
Probably 1, though.
Yeah. You want to know how many dice she adds when she blood surges?
No.
I'll pass.
So that's 9 successes on a messy critical.
A messy critical.
Wow.
You say.
Classic.
Beastly critical. Right?
Bestial fail, messy critical.
Oh, it's a mess. Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
I beastly failed the Majesty roll, by the way. FYI's.
Oh, okay.
I have an idea for what happened.
Cool. Okay.
I have a huge erection the entire time.
You lose 1 blood.
Yeah, definitely.
How many successes, Josh?
9.
9. I got 7.
Not doing that again.
Wow.
What's the weapon damage?
I believe it's
Is this the the one that doesn't reduce?
yes.
So it's 2
So
plus
it's
2
2 plus the 2 I beat by
plus yep
plus
2 plus
1
2
1 from prowess.
plus 1 for prowess.
So 5.
So 5.
And she doesn't split that.
She doesn't split it, but she does reduce it with fortitude.
Yeah, well.
It was a bestial,
Messy critical.
a messy critical.
Yeah.
Okay, you're already frenzying. So I think what happens is you dive at her. She turns, and this blade comes down across her cheek. It just kind of scrapes across her cheek, cuts her face, and she turns towards you in shock that you actually managed to hit her. And then, for some inexplicable reason, something within you decides that you have to kill her with his sword. So you drop the dagger and you pick up the sword. That's the messy critical.
Okay.
Cool.
Nice.
What's everyone doing?
So I beastly failed the majesty roll. So Z actually dropped his rifle and started to like zombie walk towards her. He's about halfway towards where she was when he comes out.
Okay.
So he's disarmed and has to move to get the weapon.
Okay.
So he like snaps out of it. It's like, fuck, where's the... And he looks behind him and the rifle's just sitting on the ground. He'll blink to the rifle.
So you'll, So
I'll have to rouse my blood.
You'll rouse the blood to
Yeah.
blink, because blink lets you move and then still take an attack.
Yep, and
And,
then I'll
so you
open
blink to
up
the
on her.
rifle, pick it up, and then take a shot. What are you doing, Ryan?
Oh, I really want to throw that grenade at her. But that's not a good idea now.
Correct. Good job, Ethan.
So I look at the grenade that's in my hand and just put it back at the golf bag.
Okay.
And I'm gonna get my saber out,
All right.
I guess, and
Rapier, broadsword, playing D&D.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to get the flanking bonus with a.
So you're going to attack her with a rapier.
Yes.
All right. Go ahead and roll dexterity and melee. And Matt, what are you doing?
That's a good question. Javi still has the tear streaks running down his face, but he is going to move to the golf bag. Mijo, you have a shotgun. Donde?
Fuck yeah.
And Javi will...
Javi's going to fight in combat?
He's going to pull out a shotgun.
Okay. Okay. You pull a shotgun. Go ahead and roll dexterity and firearms for me.
You need another card from Jihad. You need Dragon's Breath rounds.
And Jake, my obfuscate was active, but she probably could see through it once I attacked her. I'm guessing.
Okay. Yeah.
Because you would get a check, and I'm sure she would make that.
Dan, what are you doing?
I think from the outside, it probably looks like Quintus is like in shock or cowering in fear, but he's standing towards the back, probably where there's still shadows, and he's whispering some arcane words.
Okay.
He is going to try to extinguish some of her vitae.
Ooh. What does she roll for that?
She rolls stamina and composure.
Probably not much.
That's
But
that's a tough beat, but
Yeah,
that's
I've got
I mean, you
I've got a
understood the
punch bowl
assignment
of-
though.
Yeah, I got a punch bowl of dice.
What do you roll?
I roll intelligence and blood sorcery, and
Yep.
then I also, because my blood potency is at a 4 now, I get 2 extra dice.
Your blood potency is a 4?
I critically succeeded on raising it.
That only raised it by 2.
Yep. So I was at
Oh,
a
it
2.
was a 2 because
Yep.
you diablerized. You're
Yep.
right.
Oh, that's what that power does.
Yeah.
I got you. I thought you meant from the Diablo. I was like, Jesus.
No. Yeah.
Okay, John, just so you know, She has fleetness. I think you have that too.
Yeah.
She's using it against you because
Okay.
you have the biggest gun.
Yep.
And she can't use it against Dan. So, everyone, John, what did you get for your roll?
5.
5. Ryan, what did you get?
I also got 5.
5. Ryan, what is your weapon damage?
I want to say 2, maybe?
2, probably. Yeah. All right. Okay. Matt, what did you get?
2 successes.
2 successes. Okay. Matt, she moves so quickly to avoid the automatic fire from Z's gun that she also manages to miss the blast of the shotgun. You both blow out another one of these windows. Ryan, she moves towards you, and you get a lucky hit. You actually slash her, and you think you actually get through that armor slightly. You did 1 level of damage to her.
Ooh.
Dan, how many did you get?
Every little bit.
I got 7.
You got 7?
Yep.
She got 6. What does that mean?
She gains
1 hunger?
1 hunger. Let me hold on. A win increases the target's hunger by 1.
That's huge.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just a FYI, the victim
Yep.
can discern who afflicts them if they can see the
Yep.
user. While if they make an intelligence plus occults or occult roll versus wits and subterfuge,
think-
she's gonna win.
I think it's going to be pretty obvious
Yep.
based on, yeah.
Who's doing the blood magic?
Who's that weirdo in the shadow?
Ryan,
Yes.
you're right next to her at the moment, though.
Unfortunately, yes.
Okay, she's going to...
Here's our tank.
You guys unload on her. You hit her pretty hard and force her to use a lot of her blood. She looks at all of you. And then, Ryan, I'd like you to make a... actually, no roll necessary.
Okay.
That's not
I
very.
do not like that.
No.
Ryan, she moves here. She's good on the rouse. She moves so quickly that you can't see her. She's using a celerity power that makes it so you don't get to defend yourself. She grabs you. Tell you what. Give me a roll of athletics and dexterity.
CrossFit?
Can you have CrossFit?
You can add CrossFit.
I'll give it to you.
That means this is bad.
Do they have the throwing out the window training in CrossFit?
Defenestration.
Defenestration.
I got 5.
Ryan, you've been defenestrated.
It's defenestration training.
I'm going to give you the option with 5 successes to bring her with you.
Absolutely.
Shit.
Wait,
She
what?
throws you out the window.
Oh my God.
You grab the chainmail shirt and you go out with her. They fall into the darkness. All right, here's how we're going to do this. As you all run over to the window and you look down, you see them smash through the roof of Trinity Church. There's basically 2 ways down. You can take the steps. You can use celerity and take the steps, or you can jump. When the fight recommences in the church, if you jump, you're in the first round. If you took the steps, you're in the third. If you use celerity to take the steps, you're in the second. I'm not going to tell you how much damage this is going to do.
Fuck, Ethan.
Jake, I reach into my pocket and I swig something and I jump out the window.
Okay? What are you guys doing?
Javi jumps.
Oh my God.
Larry's still frenzying. He jumps.
Larry.
I have a soaring leap as well. So if I can aim for a higher part of the roof and slide
okay.
down it
All
or
right.
something.
Ooh, parkour.
All right.
I almost took parkour as my
I have
athletics.
soaring leap
so-
and cat's grace.
Okay.
He was gonna say
Here's, so I did a little bit of research. This is, of course, halved. Oh, wait. What are you doing, John?
I'm going to take
You're
celerity
gonna take
downstairs.
celerity. John, give me 2 rouse checks.
Yep. Oh, fuck.
So this is going to do, before being halved, the base damage is going to be 20.
Okay, cool. Cool.
You're going to...
Bye.
Nope. You should be all right. Well, so here's what I'm going to let those who jumped intentionally do. Roll Dex and Athletics. Josh, you can add your potence because you have soaring.
I'm at 4 hunger, by the way.
Okay.
This is great.
If I'm gonna let you reduce the damage by however many successes, basically saying that you aim for a higher part of the roof, maybe use like one of the towers to like kind of break your fall.
One success.
Jake, are they both like just outright plummeting?
Oh yeah.
Like uncontrollable?
Yeah. Okay.
4 successes for Larry.
4. Okay.
Jake?
Yep.
I can grab someone.
Okay.
I could.
You can grab one, Have or Larry.
Which one of you jumped out first behind me?
I probably would. As soon as he went out the window with her, I probably would have
Javi
followed.
went before you. Yeah.
I grab Javi
Okay.
because I can see him.
Okay. All right. I'll let you narrate how that landing happens
Sure.
in a moment. Josh.
This is a really bad idea.
I love it. So that's going to be...
Now we're playing vampire.
So that's going to be 18 halved, which is 9.
Got 4 successes on the...
Oh, you got 4 success. You got 4 successes? Oh,
Yep.
my bad. My bad. That was going to be Javi. I'm sorry. You got 4. So that's 16. So half of that is 8. So you take 8. Because you don't have the fortitude power to reduce damage, right?
I do. Toughness reduces it by...
By 2?
Yeah.
All right. So the
16.
It's reduced before having. So
Or
the
14, rather.
The 16 becomes
7.
14, which is 7 levels of damage, which I believe fills your entire box, if my calculations are right.
And 2 aggravated.
No.
Yeah, should.
I only have 5 health.
Yeah.
Oh, because you don't have the ability to get bonus health. All right.
Doing great.
Ryan.
Does armor help?
I deflect this
Should have gone with a parachute instead of the Kevlar.
Ryan,
Was
give
not
me a
thinking.
roll. Give me a roll of another roll of athletics and strength. Actually, you're in a grapple with her
Strength
in
and athletics.
midair.
Okay.
She is not going to blood surge because she's got a lot of hunger.
Okay.
How much?
What?
Enough.
What's the bone? What do I get for blood surging?
You'll add 2 extra dice to the roll.
Yep.
I'll take. Yeah.
I rolled.
take it.
I rolled
I'll take
pretty
it.
badly.
Is he lying?
I'm seeing 7 with a messy crit.
Holy
Is that
shit!
right?
With a messy
Wow.
crit.
Yeah.
It's an important role.
Oh my god!
A messy
All right,
crit
so
while
here's
falling out of a building
Here's
with the
what that
prince.
roll was for. That roll was to see, basically, it. I was gonna say whichever one of you wins that roll, kind of controls the fall and lands on top. You're still taking majority. I was gonna just reduce the damage by 2, basically, for the person who's on top.
Sexual.
So, I think you frenzy.
Sounds about right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I already did the math for you, based on your fortitude and being on top of the grapple, and you end up taking 7 levels as well, because it was 20, which I reduced to 18 because you were on top of the grapple, and then minus your 4 points of fortitude brings it down to 14. Half that is 7. You go through the roof of the Trinity Church. She smashes through first, and you fall on top of her, break these pews apart as you land in this church, and you just see your blood and her blood everywhere. And you frenzy. And the 2 of you start to get up. And
Dear Lord.
so her plan was to win this and start feeding on you. But that's not going so well. Josh,
Yeah.
you hit the ground.
Yeah.
You
Nimbly, bimbly, like
pretty
a cat.
nimbly. You manage to follow them through the hole that they make in the roof, and you grab on. You feel your arm get pulled out of its socket as you grab the roof of the building to slow your fall, and then you land on this rubble right next to them. You're wounded pretty badly. How do you
Yeah.
think you landed? What do you think's broken the most at the moment?
I think he landed on a leg and then rolled forward and took it on like the shoulder and the side
Yeah.
of the face.
You have dislocated arm, broken leg, shit stuck in your face. The good news is you're frenzying.
Is the sword anywhere around here? Jumped with it.
You jumped with it. You can find the sword.
Okay.
Yeah.
It probably just scattered when you hit rather than not make it through the hole with you.
Dan, what happens with Quintus? And
Do I need to roll to grab him?
Your
call.
No.
Okay.
I'll let it go.
All right. I think so. Quintus takes the small vial from his shirt pocket and swigs it, and as he his head comes back down from drinking it, he sees Javi tumbling out the window and immediately runs and dives after him, and he just falls as fast as he can, hoping that he'll be able to stop. And at one point, Javi, you probably feel two kind of arms underhook yours. And right as we are getting to the roof, we pull up, not quite fast enough to land gently. We probably hit the roof pretty hard, but then slide down the roof. And as we fall off the roof together, we kind of go weightless again and then touch down on the ground outside the church. I was thinking that normally I'd land through it, but having to get him, we're outside.
Okay, cool. I like that.
Yep.
You're outside the front doors.
Holy shit.
Javi, why did you jump? You cannot fly.
Mijo,
I can fly, you cannot.
hey, son of porn, we gotta get in.
Quintus turns and looks up at the church and begins running for a door.
You guys start running towards the front doors of the church.
How much damage did I?
None.
None at all?
None at all.
Holy shit.
One of his rituals that he prepared was flight.
Dope.
As you... all right, so inside are frenzying vampires.
Dear Lord.
So I'm going to actually have you guys jump in next round with Z.
I like it.
So Ryan and... Ethan and Larry, what are you guys doing?
Larry is scrambling for the blade and just leaping at her as he tries to use some blood to knit some of these broken bones. You can try to heal 1 level per round, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yes. And that's how it works, right? Like if you go over, the extra ones become aggravated, right?
Correct.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. Until you go poof.
Larry's not far from poof. And yeah, just leap at her
So
Broadsword?
broadsword.
broadsword. All right.
What?
Probably
So
gonna
what are the mechanics of frenzying? If we could
Um,
remind me of this, because
As we
I'm
bring
not
the
familiar.
campaign
So
to a close.
you're in an anger
Yeah.
frenzy, which basically means like you just want to destroy the threat to you.
cool. All right.
Yeah.
And you can use any powers that are
Yeah. As long as everything that you're doing is aimed at destroying the threat to
cool.
you.
All right. So I'm going to try to put a rapier through her throat.
Okay.
then.
All right.
Yeah.
So you're both going to give me melee and I'm going to say it's dex for the rapier, but strength for the broadsword.
Okay.
And
The broadsword. Just imagine Larry jumping out the window with a broadsword, anime style, sliding down the church roof, busting through.
I think she's going to use
Johnny doing the same
celerity
thing.
ability on
Little knife.
Larry.
Larry's got to have like an umbrella
Actually,
or like a parachute.
Yeah,
Johnny's scrambling down the stairs after you.
Johnny,
Yeah.
excuse me.
Johnny has a bow. He's the range character in in Larry's two party.
Love it.
Needed that crit.
Yeah.
Did you?
No.
Z has been combat ineffective.
So Ryan, for you, this is an opposed check,
Okay.
just so you know.
So I used a willpower.
I,
So I got
I spent a point of willpower.
Yeah, I got eight successes, but I got a 1 on a hunger die.
That's okay.
With a point of willpower, Larry also got 8.
God, there's a lot of math. It's like plus this, half that.
You
You
only
got
have
8
to-
as well, Larry?
I did.
And you had 1 for potence, right? And you both had 1 for potence at the moment, right?
Yes.
To your damage? Okay.
So the broadsword's 3 plus 1.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's like successes that you got plus the damage of the weapon plus the potence minus her fortitude halved. It's like so much fucking math to figure out.
Like an algebra equation. You're just going to write it all out.
Mechanically, much better off with the little fucking vamp
Knife,
dagger.
yeah.
but
Cooler.
Yeah.
Cooler.
Yeah. Cooler with the
Cooler.
crossbow.
You actually
And it's
both
prophecy, but-
hold on. She's going to heal. She's good.
I wish he hadn't picked Lowe's.
Yeah.
All right. So you actually both managed to hit her. You both won your rolls. So Larry, against you, she actually used that celerity power to add her celerity to the dice pool. So she had a pretty big dice pool. And against you, Ryan, it was an opposed check because she was trying to attack you as well.
Did you rouse for
So-
that fleetness?
Fleetness is beginning of the scene,
scene?
and
Okay.
it stays up. Yeah, it's just the restriction is that you can only use it against one attack per turn. So she, what happens is you both come at her with your sword and your rapier, and she pulls the other axe off of her belt. She lost one of them while she was falling, but she moves so quickly, and she is just blocking both of you relentlessly and furiously swinging at her. Larry, you're not trained to fight with a broadsword, and you're not in your right mind. So you're holding it two-handed and just swinging it at her as fast and as hard as you can. And normally, Ethan is very, he fights like a fencer, but you're sort of doing the same thing. Like your fangs are showing, and you're just swiping at her as quickly as you can.
I mean, my mask is
Yeah.
off now. Yeah.
Yeah. And she blocks a lot of them, but the ferocity of both of your attacks are just kind of overwhelming. And you get a few hits in and you see like cuts, you're putting defensive wounds on her arms and stuff, but as quickly as they're appearing, they're disappearing. And now it's the next round and everyone is going to be there. The doors swing open as Javier and Quintus walk in through the front doors of the church. And then in a blink, Z is next to them.
You're all up.
It is not going well. We must help them quickly.
Yeah, it looks like probably what is it, Phantom Menace when
Exactly, yeah.
our boy there, Darth Maul, is just easily handling two
Yeah,
Jedi.
Yeah.
Except one is a old-looking Lou Reed who looks very badly hurt, swinging a sword he's never held.
I guess that's Qui-Gon.
And yeah.
You're at 2 aggravated? Oh my god, you're so close to dead.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. What's everyone doing?
Z is going to take shots, but mostly it's going to be to try to take her focus away from
Okay.
the fight so that they have an easier time of landing hits.
All right. So let me think about that mechanically.
Yeah.
We'll do something a little different, but let me think about it. Quintus?
I am going to do a similar effect that I did upstairs. As I'm kind of long range to her, I'll begin walking towards her, repeating the same ritual, trying to make her more hungry again.
Okay. Javier?
I think the only thing Javier can really do is try to, get her attention. I mean, the shotgun's not going to be effective, so
You got to get that steak in her, dude.
That's true.
I got to get close to whatever that is.
Yeah.
You might just start circling close and look for an
Bro,
opportunity.
you got a pool to soak.
Give her more targets.
Larry will die if he gets hit once.
All right, I need a beer.
Yep. For killing some characters. I'm
Bottom
thirsty.
middle, Ryan. Bottom middle.
Yeah, give me one too. This might be.
This might be a swan song.
Jake, I think what Larry's going to do is, he's going to attack with a broadsword, but he sees he's just not fast enough. He can't handle this weapon well enough. So he's basically just trying to hammer at her with strength. And if he can physically get her to block, basically trying to do the same thing, trying to take her active defenses and open her up to,
Okay. Trying to open her up to an attack.
open
Okay.
her up to my boy
I like
over
that.
there.
I like that. Okay. And Matt, did you decide? No, Josh, I'm sorry. You're frenzied. You're frenzied.
Oh, so you just, okay.
You should probably...
Just attack.
You did willingly frenzy.
You can.
I'm at 4
Um,
hunger, so I'm still kind of in control.
Yeah.
I'm still attacking. I'm just trying to basically, I don't think I'm going to get through. I'm just hammering at her
So riding the wave.
Okay.
I'm looking at it right now. The vampire can also choose to ride the wave, and follows the usual frenzy rules. Though the storyteller should let the player play out the frenzy themselves, such as choosing who they feed on first, rather than having the storyteller.
Spend a willpower point.
There you go.
Okay.
Javi?
Yeah, I think Javi's
More of those than health.
the best. I think Javi's best bet is to be trying to make his way towards her, but trying to
Get that steak up.
Yeah, I was
in
gonna say,
the
is there
kitchen.
any way I can use mesmerize has I have to catch her gaze. Can I use awe to try to get her attention?
She
So
has.
You could try. but-
Yeah, I mean, to get just to give them either of them an opportunity as I'm making my way up, try to make it look like I'm going to be a threat.
Z is very quick, so Z could probably get to her immediately if you wanted to give him the stake. But he's kind of focused on shooting. But if you make that offer,
Yeah, I think Javi's is looking to save
Ethan, yeah.
Ethan.
Yep.
So
They're
I think
also-
he's trying to
yeah.
draw her attention
Yeah.
more than anything to try to get closer.
You want to draw attention?
Yeah.
Okay.
You could probably just lay one into her with a shotgun.
Just display the steak.
Yeah.
Tell you what.
That too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you just tell me how you do it, and I'll let it happen. I'll let you take the hit.
That sets up a scene. Shh, 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 shh.
I think Javi uses his obfuscate power to silence his footsteps, and he'll grab a shard, like a piece of wood from the ground, and
Okay.
make like a show
Okay.
run
Of
up
running
onto a
towards her with
pew,
stake.
yeah, with the stake, and
Okay.
like coming up from behind her.
Okay. Don't even roll anything.
Cool.
Dan's tapping his phone like he
Just-
sent me a nastygram. Okay, cool.
patron saint of nastygrams is Dan.
Okay, so I'm going to let John and Josh pick. So she's going to use the celerity power where Javi doesn't get to defend. You guys can each add 3 dice to either Javi's pool or Ethan's pool. So Javi can defend a little bit, 3 each.
Okay.
I think as part of the frenzy, he's just focused on
your offense.
Yeah.
Okay. So Ethan, roll 3 more dice for your attack.
Yeah, and I see Javi trying to make a show of it, so I'm going to try to give him cover while he moves in.
You're right. Okay, so
Yeah.
you're going to give Javi 3 dice
Yes.
to defend.
And Jake,
Okay.
I did. I blood surged
Okay.
and I healed one. Maybe add
Okay.
one more because I made the on the blood surge for Ryan.
You blood surged to increase your pool.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can have 1 more die.
Holding it for hunger.
Me too.
And
It's not great.
Well, you got willpower, right?
I've been rolling really bad.
Great.
I just rolled 14 dice.
That was a waste of
Oh
willpower.
my lord.
How many successes?
Not a lot.
Doesn't sound like RT got very many either.
I had 5
Uh-huh.
and then 0 with the willpower roll. So waste of willpower. But
5
so
is
5.
what she had.
All right.
To defend, which I believe means you just do weapon damage.
So 2 + 1.
2 + 1, 3,
Yeah.
minus her fortitude, always 1.
Just plinking away.
Okay.
I think I either had 13 or 14 too there. I'm not sure. Yeah.
Javi, here's a blood surge. That's a 7. She failed it.
Yeah.
Javi, roll 3 dice to defend.
That's adding with hunger, right?
Yeah.
2 successes.
Hungry hippo.
I'm going to try to. Should I roll to make her hungry, Jake?
1 sec.
She might be max hungry now. But then she might not be max hungry after she gets to taste the old hobby.
All right. You got 2. So you're going to take 8 damage minus your fortitude and then halved.
5. So round up or down?
Up.
3.
3.
But superficial.
Yeah. If you had fallen, you'd probably be taking aggravated right now. But you didn't fall. Oh, you'd be dead, right? That'd be enough to kill you.
I healed 2.
Oh, okay. All right.
You would be dead.
She does that. She strikes at you super quickly. And, I mean, it's not so much that you defend as the automatic fire. I mean, Z, you can't see her either. You just lay down fire in that area.
In that direction.
And kind of force her to move a little bit more. And Javi, this axe hits you in the chest. You feel ribs break. Dan, what did you roll?
Not great.
A little willpower action, maybe?
Yeah, I might do that.
Do you have no hunger right now?
Correct.
How the fuck?
How does the virus guy not have hunger?
He satiated himself somehow.
You've used like a billion.
I got
fucking-
Diablo
So-
somebody.
With blood potency
Nice.
4, you can re-roll rouse checks for things for up to second level. And I've only used second level disciplines. So I've made
It's
it
handy.
Very handy.
3, right?
Correct.
That's good to know.
Roll a 10 and you'll double.
One more. That's too bad. You can only use one willpower
Correct.
point.
Yeah.
Yep. So 6 successes.
Okay. You beat her by 2. What does that mean?
She takes 2 more hunger.
Okay.
Oof.
Really?
Let me double check that.
Is it
I don't
just
think
one? I think
two.
it's just one,
I think it's
right?
1, and then I think on a crit. It's
On
2.
a crit, it does too. You're right.
You reach out and you feel her blood, and you feel it. You make it boil. You make it burn away, and you can tell. You can just tell that there's none left. And she looks at you, all of her attention on you, as she frenzies.
Well, whoopsie daisy.
She lets out this primal Viking warrior scream, and not so fast that you can't see, because she can't do that anymore. But she runs towards you. What's everyone doing? She's frenzied, and she's at hunger 5.
Larry thinks back to his childhood and summons his best teddy ball game and steps in the path and takes a swing.
Dun, dun,
Swinging
dun,
for the green
dun,
monster.
Dun, 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 dun.
Okay, what's everyone else doing?
Z's gonna lay down fire as
Go
she
ahead and roll.
runs at Quintus.
Okay. Trying to hit her?
Trying to hit her.
Okay. Go ahead and roll.
I-
Quintus, I know what you're doing, but
Yep.
go ahead and roll. Dan had to send me a nastygram about his action because he's fancy.
Ooh, you fancy, huh?
I'm at
I
500.
am now at 5 hunger.
Me
I
too.
blood surge. I healed.
What are you doing?
Javi's first gonna rouse the blood to heal.
Okay. Good call.
It's a success, so that's 2.
She can't lightning strike you, Dan, which is the ability that makes it so you can't resist. So she is just attacking you.
Okay.
Oh, just?
And she can't blood surge. So she can't blood surge, so she only gets 9 dice.
That's it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Larry got 10 successes. A critical, not not messy.
Oh, my lord.
Spent his 4th point of willpower.
Once again, Z is continued to be combat ineffective.
You've been really effective in other fights.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I only got 4
Who's
successes.
done the most damage to her? I think it's Ethan, right? Ethan or Z?
I
Probably.
haven't done any damage to her.
I haven't done anything.
I did fall on top of her.
All right.
Actually, I did some, but
All right. I'm going to randomize who she does still get to use the random, the add her celerity to her dodge roll thing against one person. So I'm going to say high, it's Larry, low, it's Z. And I rolled an 8. So Larry, she's going to add her celerity to the roll against you.
would have been better for me because I probably didn't hit her anyways.
It's my only chance to get a good fucking.
I mean, the way I've been rolling, but also, she's not blood surging. I got 7, Josh. So you got 10. So you beat her by 3.
3 plus 3 plus 1.
7.
7 minus 3 halved is 2. Wow. It matters now because she can't heal.
Is this this is the first damage that is not gone away?
Well, she hasn't healed every turn because
Okay.
you guys got her hunger up really quick. But she has healed every time she heals 4. Oh no, I'm sorry, 3. So she healed twice, so she's healed 6 total. But she wasn't at nothing. Part of that was healing damage that being weakened by by boil. Ryan, what did you get? Yours is
I had 4 successes.
okay. She got 5, so you miss her. And Javi,
Javi is going to pull out the stake and try to get up to her.
okay. Strength and melee.
Put some blood potence on that mofo.
You pull out this stake.
Blood potence lets you add, because I
Yeah.
only have 1. I got to roll 1 dice for that.
Yeah, blood potent.
Maybe you
blood
should give the
surge
stake to
lets
Ethan.
you add 2 dice.
Maybe better if you just give the stake to
You
Ethan.
can do that. Yeah, this is literally
Yeah.
impossible for you to beat the roll. I just made. That's great.
I would say just
You pull out this ashwood stake
I got her
with these
attention back.
carvings along the edge of it.
1.
She brushes you away like you're a minor inconvenience as she makes her way towards Quintus.
I can't beat like that roll.
Poppy!
Just me.
Quintus,
Are you controlling your frenzy?
she is attacking
just
you.
frenzy?
What does she roll to resist?
he's just frenzy.
Are you're going on the thing I sent you?
Yep.
I can give it to you.
Yeah.
I rolled 7 successes.
Quick mechanical question. I'm voluntarily frenzing. I just reached 5 hunger.
Dex and athletics. It says right on.
Are you now
yeah, sorry.
like no longer voluntarily doing? Is that
Is that's the question? Can I try to blood surge again?
You're at what are you at for hunger?
I just got to 5.
Oh yeah, you can't spend blood if you're at 5. Good. You got to 5 hunger.
I'm at 5 too.
Oh boy.
Doing basically nothing. Running.
You guys gonna? I mean, who are you gonna feed off of? The doors of the church have swung open. There is a crowd of people out there. They're
Delicious.
loud. They're
This might be a masquerade problem.
they're rioting essentially at this point. Yeah, you just hear
Stand by.
screaming and
Sirens.
you see fire in the distance. Dan, how many did you get?
I rolled 7 successes, so I think that's 6 points of fire.
I beat you.
Okay.
What does this look like?
I think as she moves towards him, he kind of starts backpedaling and he holds the brand on his chest, and a gout of fire comes out of his outstretched hand towards her.
Okay. She manages to kind of dive out of the way, and then she's on you. Can you roll brawl and strength for me?
Big one. That's a big one.
I'm gonna rouse for my strength, I guess. It's probably pointless, but so 5 dice.
Fuck. If she gets blood back in her, we are fucked.
Well, she can't get blood. Wait, what's your blood
4.
potency right now? 4. Okay, yeah, she can't.
It's still
Oh,
older
that got
than me.
close.
She can't.
She's
she can't.
diseased.
Yeah, she can't.
Yeah, so she
And,
can't.
unless
can't.
she
She
unless
like
she
hunger.
deoblizes you.
No.
Sick. 1 success.
And you do the Diablo.
Give me 1 second to look this up.
I
think
let
it's-
me know if she bites.
Someone.
Because I am not a tasty snack.
Oh, that's right.
She's
Probably would if she's hungry.
wrong
or
person to
frenzy.
bite is
Yeah.
me.
Yeah, she is biting you. What happens?
I need to make a rouse track, and my blood is aggravated damage.
This might be the most damage you could deal.
Actually,
Yeah.
no, I don't get another one because it's level 5 strength.
Because it's level 5.
He's a fucking level 20 wizard over here. We're just like
D&D.
Yeah, he's a level 20 wizard in a party of like level 2 fighters. Yeah.
Diablerie
Myra's a
is the way to
Myra's
go,
a ranger.
guys.
I guess we just got Diablo as a bunch of people. You know?
Like the queen.
She grabs you. She's way stronger than you.
Yep.
What's the ghost's name?
Tabitha.
Tabitha.
Theodora.
Theodore.
Theodora.
Yeah, Theodora. You can hear her laughing in your mind. You can feel her joy that you're going to die, but you're going to kill her with you. And she starts feeding off of you. You gain 2 hunger. And she's trying to diablerize you.
Okay.
Oh,
So Jake,
So,
First, she has to reduce you to 0 to 5 hunger.
yeah,
That's
I'm
the
not
first
there
step.
So I roll my strength and blood sorcery versus her stamina and fortitude, or stamina and occult.
Okay. She has fortitude, so stamina and fortitude versus your roll. Ryan, what was your question?
Because I am frenzying, would I ask Javi for the stake, or do I just want to flat out kill her?
I think you would you want to kill her. The stake won't kill her.
Okay, I just want to kill her. Okay.
Yeah. Does this do damage equal to what you beat her by, or equal to the
Aggravated.
amount she feeds?
So, if the user wins the poison, does the margin aggravated health damage to mortals and vampires alike? If a vampire,
The mortals feeding on you?
Somebody's king.
Does he have a ghoul?
if a vampire target takes aggravated damage from this poison, the user rolls the contest again. On a win, the vampire enters torpor when the next go to sleep.
When they next go to sleep.
So
Okay.
that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 successes. Yep. There's only one
aggravated, you said?
Oh no, there's 2
Was-
crits in there.
there's only
no,
one.
there's one. Yeah, 10 aggravated levels.
Okay, she had 6 successes, so she takes 4 aggravated. Which is, I mean, she's fully wounded now and taking aggravated. She's pretty close to dead. She bites into your neck. Your blood starts pouring into her mouth, and she lets go, and she screams in pain. As you can see the rest of you, his blood burning away at her skin.
Ugh.
That was big.
But she's frenzied, so she's going to try to eat through it.
Just eat the pain.
Yeah.
It's like eating spicy buffalo wings.
It tastes really good, but it burns.
Glass of milk. Take care of everything.
So, what's everyone doing? Because
Okay.
how much hunger are you at, Dan?
4.
Okay. What's everyone doing?
I'm going to take a soaring leap and try to put a rapier through her neck.
Yeah, the only one who can actually do anything with a stake are both frenzied.
Yep.
So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
mean-
think Z is going to walk up to her, unloading, since she's kind of standing still, hovering over Quintus, and just trying to basically cut her neck with a rifle.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, Larry's frenzying. I'd like to say that he'd try to rip her off Quintus, but I think he's got the broadsword in his hand. And he's just going to try to cut her off like a leech.
That-
All right.
Javi's just screaming in the background, cut her fucking head off!
Oh, I do that.
Can you inspire? Do you have like a bard power you can use?
Mostly hunger dice.
Yeah. No.
Dan, roll strength and resolve. No, I'm sorry. My bad. No, don't do that.
Okay.
Roll resolve and blood potency, Dan.
Better.
I think that's good.
With hunger dice?
Yeah. That'll be a fun, messy critical.
Definitely not a messy critical because I only got 2 successes. 3. 2.
Okay.
I'm going to use a willpower. I don't even know what this is, but I'm going to use a willpower point.
Larry got 5 successes, used another willpower, re-rolled the 2 dice he could and got no more, so it's 5.
2 more, 4 successes.
That's big. All right. Ryan.
I got 6 successes.
All right. Larry got 5. Ryan got 6. Javi.
I'm using inspiration, giving everybody inspiration back.
You're not attacking?
I mean, I can
Roll a d20.
I was going to say I can try
With what?
with my strength.
Your
With the
stake.
yeah, the stake.
Oh, right.
So-
Yeah. Okay. And John, what do you get?
3.
Oh, 1 success.
Dan, mark one more hunger.
Is she dodging me though?
She is. Yeah. So I'll describe the scene in a second. So you all kind of run towards her, and she basically uses Quintus as a shield. She's way stronger than him. She positions him kind
Mother
of between all of you.
Fucking pearl. Am I being used as a ragdoll again?
I'm gonna give you the option, Z. I'm not going to give the option to Larry and Ryan unless they spend a willpower point to not hit not
I-
hit Quintus.
I do have rapid reflexes. Would that come in to play here?
No, it's basically just. No, it's kind of. What does rapid reflexes do?
Let me see.
It wouldn't. No, it wouldn't
I think
do it.
that
No.
because you're frenzied, you're just trying to hurt her.
Cool. Makes
so
sense.
if you want to not hurt Quintus in the process, it's a willpower point.
Well, I'm out of those. Sorry.
Okay.
Can you spend more than one willpower round? Because I spend one on
Yes,
that
you
roll.
can. And Z, you just get the option.
Z doesn't shoot.
Okay.
If I spend it, does that mean I'm trying to hit her?
If you spend it, it means she doesn't get defense against you because.
Okay, I spend it.
No, I'm sorry. My bad. If you spend it, she does get the defense because you avoid hitting Quintus.
Yeah.
Spend it.
Okay. You are nice. You're a good guy.
I would spend it if I had it.
Sorry.
Ryan, what is the weapon damage?
2 + 1.
Okay. Quintus, you take 3, so that is halved. Wait,
Okay.
Do you have the fortitude thing as well?
I do.
Okay.
So 1.
So 1. Yeah. Larry, how
5 successes.
5 successes. Okay. So you tied her. So weapon damage is 3 + 1 is 4. One damage. Yeah. But they're aggravated at this point because their health track is full.
Yeah.
Quintus, you also I told you're at hunger 5, right?
Yep.
Okay. Give me a frenzy check. Composure and resolve.
You need a 6 on the dice for them.
Thanks, bud.
There's definitely going to be, one way or another, there's going to be a masquerade breach outside this church door. A lot of hungry boys.
Wow. 5 successes.
Holy
Damn.
We're
You're in control.
On 6 dice.
You're in control.
I imagine
Well,
Of your mind.
of my mind.
Of your mind.
Barely. There's a lot going on up there.
Okay.
your body belongs to her.
And my mind belongs to a couple of people.
Yeah.
Shared.
So
You
now
gotta-
that you are at 5 hunger,
Yep.
she can now begin attempting to diablerize you.
Sick.
So, I guess I should give you an action. This turn,
Sure.
Right? If there's something you think you can do.
burner.
Oh, she's going to take damage again though because she fed on you.
If she fed
Yeah.
on me,
Yeah.
yeah, she did.
Yeah,
oh,
yeah.
so we should both roll?
So we're going to do that thing again. Where
Okay.
I roll fortitude and
Kill
stamina.
her. Kill
Yep.
her.
Yeah. Yeah, this could do it.
Okay.
Kill her with your blood.
Come
I think
on.
it's everything. So let me just double check.
Be very meaningful if you killed her with your blood.
Yeah. Well, kind of with Sergei's blood-ish.
Yikes.
Communal bloods.
It's a
don't
lot of
have my-
hate in that blood.
A lot of.
A lot of
I
angry
can't
blood.
rouse anymore, so I don't have my
There's a lot of hate in your heart. Let it out.
You can only rouse for physical things, by the way.
Yeah.
So, basically, next round, she is going to diablerize you, which is going to kill her. Unless this could kill her right now, or you guys could kill her before she diablerizes you. But,
So either both of them are dying or she's dying. That's kind of the...
yep.
So she dies no matter what. Cool, we won.
Well, if you guys can hit her and
Yeah.
do some damage.
You can't probably. Can you use a willpower to reroll damage?
I think so. Yeah.
Any roll, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll allow it.
Not hunger dice, though.
Yeah, no, hunger.
Not hunger dice, though, yeah.
So it would just be 1. So never mind.
Maybe 2, isn't it? Oh, what?
You only got 1 success?
Oh no! I got 5 successes.
Oh, shit. Okay. All right. Well, she got 4, so she takes 1 aggravated.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. I'm going to say that she diablerizes you at the end of this next turn.
Are you gonna say that, or
is
is
it gonna
that,
happen?
is that what might happen?
What are you guys doing? She's looking pretty hurt. Her blood is literally boiling as she consumes.
Kill her before she finishes it.
Yeah. all Larry can do is just keep
Hacking away.
keep hammering.
Hack away.
Do I have any option to... I'm going to... I can't blink.
The other option is trying to physically remove her from him.
Yeah. Hold on. Yeah, I'm going to
Probably
have
not gonna
I have
work.
1 strength.
I mean,
I'm not
is
doing
there-
that.
I can't hurt her. Is there any way that like I can again try to make a feint to give somebody an opportunity if she tries to move Quintus's body to protect from a Javi strike to give somebody else an opening?
I will let you take the damage for Quintus if someone else attacks her.
Okay,
Okay.
I'm down with that.
So pick a person who you want to help.
Mijo.
Okay. So, Ryan, your attack will not be defended against,
Okay.
but whatever damage you do is also going to be done to
Javi.
to Javi
Okay.
as he throws himself on top of Quintus. So go ahead and roll.
Okay.
Jake, sorry. When I reach 5 hunger, do I make a frenzy check then? Sorry,
Good question.
I didn't, because I had reached it. a
You're
while
at
ago.
5 hunger as
I am,
well?
yeah.
I'm at 5 now, too.
Great question.
It's pertinent to everyone.
You're already frenzying.
I'm already frenzying, so yeah, it doesn't
Does
matter.
anything happen when you use your last willpower?
No.
You just feel like you need a nap.
He's got the itis.
Yeah.
Dude, stab me. Mijo, take her the fuck down.
Auto willpower. That's a crit.
There you go. Hey, it's a messy crit still crit. Pretty mediocre.
Might be 2 heads.
Hey.
Can't willpower. Oh, that would have been a... See, if I should have saved that willpower because I got lots of...
Rerollables.
If
Lots
you're,
of rerollables,
if you're
but
at 5 hunger and so yeah, you do have to make a check, John. It's pretty low because right now it's just the sight of blood.
Okay.
So yeah, difficulty 2. It's not, and it's a hunger frenzy, so it's your bruja.
It's not my anger.
Yep.
Yeah.
It would have been nice.
God damn.
Yeah.
I
Can't defend
still
those,
fail.
so.
Can I spell willpower on this?
I actually don't know if you can. Let me,
On what?
On frenzy check.
Oh, that might be a no-no.
no, because it's a willpower check. You can't spend willpower on willpower
Yep.
checks. Yep.
All right. Yeah, I'm hunger frenzy. I've been
Okay.
hunger frenzy for a while, and I didn't realize when you get to 5.
Yeah, I forgot. It's okay.
Maybe the sight of all of this blood everywhere is.
You still have willpower points?
Yeah, I have 2.
Okay. We'll just wait on that, John.
Okay.
Larry, what did you get?
Did you roll this right, John? To resist frenzy, vampire rolls willpower against a difficulty set by the storyteller.
Yeah.
Vampires add dice equal to 1/3 of their humanity
Oh, right.
rounded
I get
down.
extra.
Oh.
That's right. So 1/3 of 7.
1/3 of their humanity rounded down to their
2.
willpower pool.
Forgot about that. Yeah, I succeeded there.
Dan with the rules lawyering.
There you
I
go.
forgot about that. We
Larry,
read that too.
how did you
save.
do?
I used my last point of willpower, which got me a messy critical.
And you're trying not to kill Z. I mean Quintus, right?
Yes.
Okay.
7.
7. Okay. How did you do, Ryan?
I had 5.
5?
Yes.
Okay. So, Matt, can you please mark? Let's see.
Not being able to blood surges.
You're going to end up
Yeah.
taking
Brutal.
2 damage after all the reduction and having and everything.
Cool.
All right. And what are you doing, John?
I'm just laying into her then.
Okay.
Yeah.
Shooting her. All right. Go ahead and roll.
Was my action at the top of the round?
1 with a 1 on the hunger die.
Okay.
Putting up Javi numbers down
What are you
there.
doing, Dan?
I haven't done anything.
If I can.
Dude, me neither. And I'm not supposed to fight. So.
I'm not even supposed to be here today.
I will. Never mind. I can't. I'm too close.
Too close.
I'm right there.
I'll put
I'm
my
so
hand
close.
on her chest,
You're copping a feel?
and I'm going to try to do lure of flames again.
Okay.
Burn that chainmail.
All right. Go ahead and roll, Dan.
You have to rouse to do that.
That's a good question.
Probably.
I have to spend a willpower point. I don't have to rouse.
Correct. How many willpower you got left?
2 left.
2 for you,
use 4.
none for you, 1 for you, 0.
Yeah.
Okay, so, okay, Dan, give me the roll.
Okay.
Stamina and fortitude for her, right?
Yes. That's hunger dice. So blood sorcery. That's 5 plus 2 for that. And plus 2.
I got. I'll tell you after you roll.
Ooh, that's a crit. That's a messy crit.
Nope, that's not a hunger die.
Oh. Which one's a hunger die?
Oh, that's a hunger die.
So it's-
Please tell me you
Or-
got a messy critical.
I did.
He did.
Guess what she got? A bestial failure.
Oh,
Wow.
who's diablerizing who now?
This is going to be the most powerful fucking vampire.
What are you trying to do? Burn her?
Yeah, I was just trying to basically summon a gout of flame through her chest.
Basically.
Basically.
It's a basic thing. That's
So I'll tell you something. You were gonna die if that didn't work.
Okay.
Because they didn't do enough damage to kill her.
Wow.
Can you? Let me just.
Let me
get the calculator out.
So what happens if you what level you think you'll be on when you diablerize her?
I don't think I'm diablerizing her. I think I'm turning her.
I love
to ash.
Quintus's like the hero's journey of running and hiding behind cars and everything.
Fire
And now
extinguishers.
he's like the monster.
It's a good arc.
You got a bestial success, and she got a failure. Yeah, you're diablerizing her.
Okay.
Wow.
Can you roll humanity plus blood potency?
That's a lot.
She's rolling resolve plus blood potency, so that's
So-
also a lot.
So Prince Quintus, maybe?
No.
I wonder what, like the black lines they get like thicker or
there's no. It's now light
He's-
lines in a black aura.
yeah.
So I'll tell you,
He is
I
black
mean,
now.
this is succeeding either way, but this
black guy.
roll
Yes.
actually determines
7 successes.
He's Nigerian. You're not European anymore. You're Nigerian.
Algerian.
Yeah,
That's the
different-
French
Algerian.
French
Okay,
connection,
okay.
right?
Dan, you lose 2 points of humanity.
Cote d'Ivoire.
Wow.
Okay. That is a precipitous fall.
Boom, boom, boom.
There's a lot of other
Yeah.
mechanical effects, but they're not really relevant at the
Sure.
moment.
No.
At the moment.
You're gonna have to rewrite.
Wow.
I'm down to a 4 humanity.
You guys are surrounding her as she's feeding on Quintus. Quintus reaches up to burn her as Larry stabs her, and Ethan stabs her with the rapier through Javier's back as Javier pushes Quintus away so that he doesn't take all of this on himself. And suddenly you feel Quintus just pull her away and start to float. He starts to fly up into the rafters of the church, and you notice that she is not feeding off of him anymore. He is feeding off of her. And you all look up and you see them spinning around above you as her body withers and turns to ash and falls down on all of you. Quintus falls to the ground.
Fuck.
That's not
In
how I saw that
torpor.
going.
Every Dan character arc wants to end with him being a god.
Success.
Quintus is in torpor.
How do we handle a frenzy when the threat is removed?
So
You go after the public.
I think that what happens at this point is that all of you, well, no, I'm sorry, not all of you, Z and Larry leave the church. Wait, no, I'm sorry. You're fine, Josh. Your frenzy ends because it was not a hunger frenzy. It was a anger frenzy.
But I am at 5 hunger.
Yep. You need to feed immediately.
Yeah.
Yours was a hunger frenzy?
Mine was an anger frenzy.
Anger frenzy
I'm
as well.
also at 5.
So
hunger
you're
now,
both
but-
the frenzy ends. This is the way it works. Frenzy ends, but I mean, if you guys smell blood or anything, as soon as you leave here, there's a good chance that 3 of you frenzy.
Yeah.
But we're gonna handle that off scene and say that there were some horrible events that happened tonight. Many people died. The rioting got out of control.
One stage.
Jesus.
Definitely.
At least.
And none of you saw Quintus for a while after that. But you all got word back to the rest of the kindred of the city that the queen was dead. That is where we'll end this session.
We did it, guys.
Decide.
Yikes.
Hey, Dan, how long's the torpor for 4 humanity?
You know, I don't like being in it.
Thank you for listening to the Boston Masquerade on the Nastygram RPG podcast. Now we'd love to hear more from you. Find and follow us online. We are at Nastygram RPG on Instagram and Twitter, Facebook.com/Nastygram, or the Nastygram RPG Lounge for our community on Facebook, r/Nastygram on Reddit, and at Nastygram 2053 on YouTube. Or just go to the website, NastygramRPG.com, and you can link out to all those sites there. If you don't mess around with any of that social media bullshit, good on you. I'd still love to hear from you. Email us at nastygrampod@gmail.com. And finally, no matter what, we would beg, implore, and plead you to rate and review us, preferably at Apple Podcasts or whatever it is they call iTunes these days. And also just talk about us. Talk about us with your friends, anybody that you think would appreciate tabletop RPGs, or just telling good stories. Thanks again, and we will see you next Tuesday.
That's nasty.
Welcome back to the Nastygram RPG podcast. This is the Boston Masquerade, episode 17.
Nope!
Chapter.
Can we cut that? Chapter. Good.
Fuck you! So what skills did everyone never use that they had ranks in?
All.
Most of yours?
So my highest possible roll would be finance. Didn't use that. Specialty in real estate. That was not.
Those are all going to be in the epilogue.
Good.
Yeah.
That's why I picked that.
You had 3 in Streetwise and 3 in Science that never came out.
You rolled Streetwise
Did I?
a couple times. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have Streetwise. I never got to roll it, but I only have 2.
I have Persuasion as well as 4.
I have.
I
You
used that
must have
once
fucking
or
rolled
twice.
Persuasion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You rolled that during the rant.
Yeah.
And you rolled Streetwise to see if you could find silver bullets before you left the city.
Oh, shit.
I have the lowest
that
health. By the way, is that true? 5?
You do?
Yeah, I got 5 too.
No, you have 7.
'Cause you
Temporarily.
get
Oh,
4.
yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
Oh,
I got
I'm
7.
so much more jacked
I
than
got
you.
8.
Ryan, how many you have?
I have 10.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my lord!
I have 10 at the start.
You have 8, Matt?
Yeah.
He's our tank.
You raised your fortitude?
Well, remember we were going over it before. I raised it like
Oh, right.
last time prior and never actually.